One of the main aspects of monastic vows has always been obedience, and for me, that means completing every quest given by religious authority, no matter their religion. What, you think that doesn't make sense? It's ecumenicism. Well, look at this, it's Pope John Paul II kissing the Quran. You think that makes sense? Well, this does too. But all that aside, this episode is mainly quests, with a few other goals somewhat related to that. There it is, 43 prayer, protect from melee. Ooh, that's a good looking prayer, let me tell you. Let's use up these bones. Ooh, all the protect prayers, that's looking pretty sexy. Okay, now I can get on with my life. And here it is, Mark of Grace 145. Now, you're saying to yourself already, wait, you need 260 for full graceful. Yeah, but for all the pieces that I can have and still just wear the monk robes, I only need 145. So I'm going to have to come back here for the other 115 marks, but I'm going to wait and just do some other stuff first, so then I don't have to carry around like 2 extra inventory spots just to carry the rest of graceful, because I want to be able to store it in my house. So here we are, Grace, Hood, Cape, gloves, boots, and there we go, 4 pieces of graceful. Granted, I probably didn't need all of this. I think without this, without wearing graceful, I was only at like 8 kilograms. But now I'm at -5, which will allow me to like carry on some more stuff and try and get some sailing stuff done. So now that I can speed around the map at a reduced run drain rate, let's go do some quests. I started off my journey of obedience by helping a brother monk and a priest. The king told me that he was in some danger, so I went to check up on him, and sure enough, he was. He unlocked me and showed the way to a new, forbidden, haunted, cursed land, but I'm sure there's some good in it, at least. After discovering the mysteries of runecraft and helping an unsavory stranger, I used up the rest of the pure essence I had received from the citizens of Corent. Thought this experience might come in handy later. After a rather unfortunate interaction with another brother monk, I defeated an ancient wizard that had been haunting and controlling this mine, and I gained a crystal that will probably be useful fighting the undead. After rescuing a prince and obtaining a cat, I embarked on my longest ecumenical measure yet, helping the high priest of Sophonim with everything that was going on. His city had been stricken with the plague, and his gods were angry with him. There was nothing else I could do but to help another man of God, albeit a different god. After accidentally becoming possessed but quickly righting the situation, I embarked on one of my most difficult journeys yet, although I didn't know it at the time. In an attempt to defeat a giant scarab and complete the quest, I learned a lesson in humility. Well then, I was very, very dumb. I tried to stay longer than I should have, and I died. Yeah. While I did lose some items of value, I was still dedicated to helping this cleric, so I quickly returned and righted my wrong. Oh, there we go. About time. 28th evening is actually pretty nice. I can now do some other quests. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna put both of these on ranged, because then I can just skip early level range training, which is going to be really nice. That'll get me straight to level 30. There we go. However, my adventures did certainly not stop there. I helped rescue a prisoner held captive by trolls, brokered a peace treaty between goblins and humans, and took some time to throw a party with some other monks. However, before I knew it, the Temple Knight organization needed me again, this time to hunt down a wanted criminal. He had been on the run and had developed a new teleportation magic that had been banned because it was so dangerous. I hunted him down around the world until I finally met him and ended him once and for all. I got some cash, reobtained the rune scimitar, bought some law runes, and made some upgrades. I got full graceful so I can store it in my house, and built a Falador teleport portal to help me out moving forward. I also finally got my fishing skill cape that I probably should have tried harder to get at the end of last episode. This genuinely means a lot that this is my first skill cape that I've ever gotten in old school RuneScape, so it's pretty cool. By this point, I had done a lot of questing, and needed to do even more to fulfill my obedience. So a break was necessary, for my own sake personally, but also to assess things moving forward. The big obstacles were 30 farming to help a monk on Entrana, and 40 herb lore to help a Saradominist resistance group in Mauritania. And I tried to combine and train these skills side by side as best I could. So, I did just that. Defeating the forces of Zamorak in the Yanil Agility Dungeon proved useful and resourceful, not only to the raw resources I gained, but also given its convenience to a tool leprechaun who handily noted my items, and it's right next to the farming patch that I had to harvest from anyway. Using purchased, not stolen, seeds, I made my way up to 30 farming, which is exactly what I needed. Although the harvest of plants from the ground had stopped for me, this was the perfect time to reap the rewards I had gained from defeating the Chaos Druids. Using up all the supplies and traveling across the world to do so, I reached level 30 herb lore, which is what I heard I would need to help yet another druid in need. I helped a madman make a fake human using a drunk parrot, but at least I helped the druid out in the end and was rewarded richly for it. Using this reward, I was able to use up even more supplies and resources I had previously gained. Using some rather trickly juggling techniques given the strictness of my brother monks guarding Entrana, I was eventually able, after many failures, to help a monk explore the world by creating a hot air balloon, and I might end up using this later, honestly. However, I felt something much darker lurking on the horizon. Defeating the demons summoned by the Dark Wizards was easy enough, but I knew there was something more, something deeper at play here. So after I had repaired an ancient construct, I wasn't surprised to find out that another demonic plot was brewing in the desert. Oh, thanks, Saradomin, I found you, and to realize that you're a brother monk as well. I've heard rumors of a cult joining around in the desert, attempting to summon a demon more powerful than you or I can comprehend. You thought those dark wizards in Varrock were threatening? This is far, far more powerful. Take the ancient sword of Silverlight and vanquish this evil. May Saradomin bless you in your efforts. I infiltrated their evil cult, but the results were devastating. Instead of summoning the demon to vanquish him as I had planned, we ended up releasing him. I gathered all those I could to re-perform the ritual and did battle with this ancient foe. The fighting was fierce, but with the help of Saradomin I struck the killing blow, imbuing this holy blade of silverlight with this ancient demon's blood. I had accomplished so much, but there was still so much more to do. I had heard the legends of a Saradominist resistance group fighting to liberate Mauritania from its evil grasp, and I pledged my help and assistance.